Adam Schefter reported yesterday that there is some potential trouble on the horizon for Caleb Williams and the contract situation. Now, if you've seen any videos on this channel, you know that I have been adamant about wondering why it's taking so long to sign this contract. There's really no wiggle room. There's no flexibility. There's the rookie wage scale. And so you don't really have a lot going on where you can negotiate. But according to Adam Schefter, he kind of actually talks out of both sides of his mouth, which he does pretty often. But he mentioned that Caleb Williams wanted to kind of do his own thing. He wanted to be a little bit different, and it should get signed soon. However, every day that it doesn't get signed, it becomes a bigger and bigger problem. As I mentioned, Adam Schefter did say in the very beginning of his about 5-minute discussion about Caleb Williams that, he wants to do his own thing and he wants to break the mold. Apparently, one common theme with this athlete is that he wants to break the mold. He wants to be different, which is all well and good if he is successful. If he's not successful, it's going to leave a track record. People are going to be able to look back and see hindsight was 2020 and that there was writing on the wall. But tell me what you think. Do you think that Caleb Williams should be trying to negotiate, or should he just sign this contract and get rid of one distraction? Because think about it this way. The Chicago Bears will be on Hard Knocks. It's something that I plan on tuning in and talking about. But if he doesn't have a contract signed, that is going to be a huge storyline for Hard Knocks. And quite honestly, if I'm reading the tea leaves and a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, what if they're purposely not signing it right away? What if they're delaying it until Hard Knocks just to give a little bit of a spice and flair and give people even more of a reason to tune in? Like I said, I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist when it comes to that type of stuff. But in my opinion, for every minute that he doesn't sign his rookie contract, which has been negotiated and collectively bargained by the owners and the Players Association, for every minute that he's not signing on the dotted line, I think it spells trouble. People are going to start looking at this guy with a side eye. The other players in the locker room, they're going to say, well, I signed my rookie contract and we moved on. What is it with this guy where everything is an issue? It can't just be straightforward. He can't just sign the contract and move on to the next thing, because people are going to start asking other players about it. And then it's going to become a bigger and bigger issue. The defense, Jalen Johnson, they're going to ask him, hey, how come, what are your thoughts on Caleb Williams not signing his rookie contract? It's going to snowball from there. And then people are going to start picking apart what the defense is saying about Caleb Williams not signing the contract. That's why this is a big deal, because it has a ripple effect throughout everybody in the locker room. And it's going to put added pressure on the GM, and it's going to put added pressure on the coaching staff. Everybody's going to be asked about something that doesn't really need to be talked about, because there's not a lot of flexibility. There's not a lot of wiggle room. He can't go out and negotiate his way out like Eli Manning. He can't say, I want to go to San Diego. It's not going to happen, right? And so I think that this is a bigger deal than what a lot of other people are making it out to be. A lot of people aren't even talking about this, but I think it's a fairly big deal because of the ripple effect that it can have. The NFL teams already don't want to be on Hard Knocks. And so if they're on Hard Knocks and Caleb Williams hasn't signed his contract, that's going to be questions. The coaching staff doesn't want to talk to the media and the reporters. And one of the first questions that the media and reporters are going to ask is, what's the status of Caleb Williams and the contract situation? It's going to be added annoyance and added pressure all the way around. So I still can't figure out what's the reason. Is there a good reason why they have not come to some sort of agreement? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think this is a big deal? Do you think this is going to cause a ripple effect in the locker room? Let me know in the comment section. Also, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and share the Bear Claw podcast.